Alright, good day. This is the African Crypto Warlord. Today we're looking into XRP USDT so that we can reclaim some gains off of our maybe overindulgent NFT investments. Alright, so we're going to carry on scalping and let's get to it. So the previous analysis was we're looking for range bound regions here, so you can demarcate. Now that we are pretty much above this Laplace distribution level, we can start to look for 52 cents, or we can start to look for 41.50. Why do I say that? You can have mean reversion from here up to here, and you can have bearish mean reversion from here to here. Now, what you have to look for is candle closes above this 46 region, and then from there you can maybe look for continuation. This could be also, in the same sense, be the last little wick up, close below, and then you can continue down to 41.50. So we're going to look into the higher term time frames. Here is the 21 day. Alright, so what can I immediately see? I can see initial contraction, that is positive, and that is positive. So there's still 75% bears in the market, right? Returns are starting to go to the upside. Obviously, that's because it hasn't been closing below this current candle previously. If it does, it will help with the mean reversion phase to the outside. Over here we've had an outlier event that's happening, and it's currently happening with this thing going up. So this is something to note. So we'll look on the 14 day, and then we'll move over to Binance 14 day. Okay, so if this is a little bit slow, put it on 1.5x. It should hopefully you should be able to hear everything I'm saying clearly. So we have contraction positively correlated, still 75% bear. And what that means is it helps the super scalper, and with regards to that, it keeps it in the trend. We have an initial little pop. That's what could be confusing somewhere here. Look for one standard deviation move to the upside. Okay, from here, given that we are above the mean and the SMA, general returns are wanting to decay to the downside. So now we're going to make sure that Binance says the same thing as the old school traders. So it's Binance saying Binance is quite a little bit more above. And contraction, there we go. Binance is a little bit different. So we have 50-50 on Binance. Okay, so 50-50 means on Binance you could be hunting for a bullish mean reversion play over here. But let's go put up our JMAs. That will only happen if you close above ultimate power mean over here, 4824. Okay, now we're going to do the quick shuffle down, 7 day. And then I'm looking for regions to scalp and trade this weekend. So if any little pool comes out of here, I'll be looking into this 50 cent cross. 50.04, I'm going to write that down. 50.46, 50.46. That can be the scalp up, and you will still have continuation through this bearish mean reversion. Contraction, there's 100% negative drift still in the book. So we've got to look for things that's like this, for example. Why is there a wick? Positive drift. So you have volatility wanting to flick around. This contraction phase has been random. That's why it's been very hard to pick up. So we're waiting for volatility to expand on the 5 day. Once that happens, we'll have a lot clearer signal. General idea is these guys are decaying. There might be a little bit of a div forming there. Those returns are sloppy to the downside already, and those are to the downside already. This could be the expansion phase that you're looking for to deny you back to reverse wave trend at 34.54 cents. Okay, but in the same breath, when the expansion phase comes through, these guys are positively correlated, right? So the initial one will be a pump. That's why I'm looking at this number here, 0.5044 cents. Okay, 3 day. So our 3 day, obviously we can see with our market structure here, very much baiting people. Alright, what have we got? We've got some expansion. So this is that little trick, right, that we can see here that the 5 day is going to do as well. We had that expansion phase, okay? And because the PCs are stuck positive at the moment, it's going to take one more candle to mean revert it. The PCs, we can see that it gives it a chance, and at this point over here it's given it a hidden bull div in oscillators. So you might have a return back up to 54 cents, right? We've hit the mean. That's if you have, if you hold above here at 50, as 46.46 was our target already. So if you hold above there, you'll set your bull div. The returns will increase to the upside. Blue flash off. You see that moving quite a bit, and it only didn't even really move over here. Something to look for. It could be pumping itself into a dump as we see PCs get a little bit more aggressive to the downside. So look for sideways out of this. Maybe catch some sellers. So we have the 24 hour. What do we see on 24 hour? We see contraction, contraction. So we have 75, we have 50-50 bulls and bears, but general trend wants to carry on returning to the upside. So if the general trend can close, if the next candle closes above, this will go a little bit higher. 47.30, you will have continuation through quite comfortably. Your RO outlier will be 48.81, and then you'll see the red flashes come in, and maybe look for continuation, see if positive drift will push you through the reverse wave trend. But right now RO is giving a clean enough signal to say, obviously if it closes above the JMA, you'll look for continuation. That starts to contract out of the bearish trend, and that should float up. This will be a little bit harder. Maybe the candle won't be as big, so it could be cut down. So there's your 24-hour observation. Here's our 24-hour cone. We had our reverse wave trend on, so that's all good and gravy. Cool. So we'll just go to 24-hour cone. Same thing applies. You'll see that div gets set more than likely. Here it was 46.46. So you close above 46.46, you have that bearish div, the bull div play through. Okay, so what can we see here? We can see some contraction moving. So we might have some positive drift up into 48.47. Obviously a big range, a bit tetchy at the moment as there's a little bit of returns. Those are sloppy chips. That's mean reverting. That's having an outlier. 12 hours looking a bit choppy here, but we have hit the mean. So just through general price action, if the next candle closes below this region here, that will definitely confirm that. But it might be strung out because this moves into positive drift. So watch for 12 hour. It might get choppy up here until daily close. Then we have expansion, which is cool, but the problem is it hasn't kicked this into trend. So it's going to take a little bit more effort. So let's say a close above the mean reversion on the 12-hour reverse wave trend. That will set you into a new trend. So right now we've touched it, we've scalped it. DLP is up there, so expect this to hang around for an extra till close, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's see if there's anything that's going to speed this dump up. That looks like nice market structure to speed this dump up. Okay, so we're moving into contraction. There you go. Now this might be a good little dumperoo coming in back at least into 46.22. You have contraction phase. Problem is it has to get a little bit of steam, but as it gets further down, it's going to make this column and line go red, which triggers the pump. So you might see a little bit of baiting into the downside here. Has had a mean reversion play, but this does look like it wants to call over. Quite tidy. Over here is your mean reversion. Maybe have a bull div to try and get you to 47. Let's go see if there's something on the lower term time frames that's bumping this. PB cone and VRE level. So it's our VRE level that's lining up with our 90-minute reverse wave trend. So this is the region that will deny that. So that's above, that's above. There's a little bit of cushion here. If they keep it above here for 1 hour and 8 minutes, above 46.51, it causes more cushion for the downside. Okay, there is a mean down here, obviously something like that. There is a mean down here to give you that silly head and shoulders pattern that you are looking for if you are a pattern trader, not me. But yes, there's something that can look like that, but because people can see it, we'll look for things that negate it. Alright, so just these two levels up here can put in that little bit of a bull div. Let's go see what our 45 minute is saying. Contraction, positively correlated. So there's a few time frames that are wanting to expand in the next 3 hours. The one says initially up, the higher term time frame, so it's going to take quite a bit to turn that around. There's also some more cushion here for the landing. Problem is this 45 minute, I like it. It's mean reverted over here, it's mean reverted over here, but it's above this reverse wave trend. I mean, above the reverse wave trend and this VRE level. So what that tells me is there's a little bit more cushion to the downside. Huge liquidity sitting down here. Alright, I should actually maybe be taking this trade. Let's have a look. You see mean reversion down, expansion to the downside. So this is the next flip in ebb and flow. If you break below 46.39, you'll look for continuation maybe to 45.57. That's quite a good little trade. Any one of these levels here, 45.81, 46, 46.41, those will be pit stops where people will be taking profit. That only happens if you break 46.50. Alright, we have a 6-hour cone. Let's go have a look at our 6-hour cone. Our 6-hour cone is at 45.38. Where did we go? We lost it. There we go. 40. Oh man, now I've got to remember that number. 45.32. It's this one. 45.32. There you go. So that's back at the daily mean. I might get on this. I want to look for anything that has more follow through. So this is our 15-minute cone. Let's use it with our 15-minute data. That's back. Okay, so this only mean reverts to the upside if it closes above 4661. And then what's this saying? Contraction, bit of sideways. That's alright. Let's put it on our 5-minute cone. We've bounced off our 5-minute cone. Let's see if we have some follow through. Where we stuck in this? Yeah, that's fine. So there's a little bit of a bullish market coming in on the 5-minute if this reverse wave trend clears out of here. That's a serious observation. As such, there's going to be a lot of hunting down there. Contraction, boom. There's your positive float. You're looking for a region up here, 46.76. Keep above 46.41. You'll have cool mean reversion. Let me pull up the 1-minute chart that I have hiding here on the left, so you guys can see exactly what I will be playing with right now as soon as this has been uploaded. So I'm looking for a mean reversion play in here, volatility, ebb and flow up to here, see if negative drift is catching it. Alright, make it big, mean reversion play over here, contraction, boom. There's your positive drifts, the 1 minute, so you got to be quite quick. Now you're looking for a sell to come through the book, as we haven't flicked these guys through. Where's our reverse wave trend? No VREs. Reverse wave trend, okay. No kicks yet. 30 seconds. Hold above this reverse wave trend mean, and then you'll look for continuation. Nothing off this candle has confirmed. So we only have 25% bulls, but we are in a trend just off of this kick now. Let's see what our next print has to say. Those guys need to cross in here. That guy needs to cross down. Grey cloud, grey line. White line, that needs to cross down, that needs to stay green. You'll see continuation. Let's see, it's above the reverse level, a little bit of cushion, and then if this stays green and those guys pop through, you'll see a little bit of a run. If they don't do that, I will try to be as fast as possible to tell you what is going on and print. Contraction, boom boom. So 75% bulls, we could get up there. Let's see if there's a little bit of a dump order for this gap over here, see if that flicks the data around. Bots and ALGOs, have reverse wave trend that's cut here. There's your gap fill, so keeps it positive. Keeps it positive drift initiated. Okay. And then, let's have a look-see. So there's your gap fill. And then if that stays, there you go, it's a random candle, that's what that just triggered. Stay contraction, expansion to the downside, first one's triggering, and frick, read this quick, that's 50-50, that's 75%. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so those are your regions. There's your mean 4661, there's your reverse wave trend 4644, and then 4678. Now as we start falling, we'll be looking for different levels. Mean reversion is 4593 on this 1 minute cone, so we've come up here, we are looking for a downside. What's our skew? More negative skew, even though we have pump. Wait, positive drift, so we have a positive skew, so a lot of the selling pressure will be brought up until stated otherwise within your 1 minute cone. There's your mean reversion super scalper. That will sit there. If it closes here, that will naturally push it through, and then you'll hunt this thing. Okay, contraction, just looking for a quick little ebb and flow and volatility. If that goes red and these stay down, you'll see it push through. Contraction, positively correlated, and cool. 5 minutes. We can drop this one. There's your 5-minute range. There's your 5-minute mean reversion. There's your 15-minute. There's your 15-minute mean reversion. There's your 6-hour. There's your 6-hour mean reversion. There's your 24-hour with drift, and there's your mean reversion. But there's hidden bull dev amongst this, so stay sharp. Much love. African Crypto Warlord out.